Hello there, everybody. Boyd here with you, and we're broadcasting live tonight for a Hangout edition of the Model Shop episode this week. We're doing our 48-hour group build. I've got some of my fellow modelers here with me tonight, some people who are participating in our 48-hour group build from the Model Shop community. So we're having a lot of fun. We're going to run this thing for a couple hours tonight. I'm working on my kit here. We'll talk about that in a little bit, and as we go and introduce everybody here, they'll talk about what they're working on and what they've done so far. I want to say a shout out and a hello to our chat audience out there tonight. Hope you guys are still here. We had a little bit of a delay getting things started, but we're cranking it up, and we're just going to let this thing run until it might run until 11:59 p.m., which is our cutoff for tonight's. We'll see how it goes. I think some of us are just about done, and others have a little bit left here to do. So, just wanted to say a shout out to everybody that's been posting updates on their builds that they've been posting on the group build page over at the Model Shop Google community. Some wonderful work that you guys are doing. Thanks for participating. I know it's tough to build a model in 48 hours, but you guys put in a great effort, and I saw some beautiful work there. And again, like we talked about, don't worry about it if you don't get it finished on time. Just keep posting your updates when you can, and it's all about having fun. I want to mention real quick, too, that next week we'll be back to our regular show at 7 o'clock, the regular Model Shop show. And then we're going to announce the details of our upcoming, our next group build, which is going to be the big one that we look forward to all year long. That's the big Halloween build. We're going to talk about that one. We're going to kick that one off a little bit early this year. We're going to start it in the second week of September, and I'll put an actual date on that on the Google page. That way people can get their kit and get started on it and have plenty of time. You'll have like 6 weeks to finish your job, because I know a lot of people like to go all out on the Halloween build with the lighting and all kinds of cool stuff. So this ought to give you plenty of time. So start thinking about those Halloween builds, guys. We had a fantastic turnout for that last year. And then we'll do a regular slideshow presentation for that on the night of Halloween. So you guys will be able to get your pictures in, and when we broadcast our show the Halloween week, we'll do a really nice slideshow with our music, and like we do every year. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. So that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, without further ado, we're going to introduce our fellow modelers that are in here with us tonight. They're working hard on their projects. I'm going to start off here first with Armando Della Cabada. How you doing tonight, Armando? Tell us what you're working on.
Doing great, Boyd. Hello, everybody. Well, I've been working diligently on Deckard, the Blade Runner. This is a recast. I'm not sure what the source material is. It's a vinyl kit. Here's a picture they include. It's a figure with the standard trench coat outfit that he has in most of the scenes in the movie. The first part that I did was, of course, prepping all the figures. I trimmed all the flash and washed the parts. That was the first night. I applied some of the adhesion promoter, and last night I primered them, and after they dried, I started choosing my colors. The pants, well, first I did the head. The head's the first part that I did. Let's see if you can see it there. I used the Garage Kit colors for the skin. I did a couple of shades, the light Garage Kit pale and the bronze, as well as some shading in the area here to simulate the midnight shadow, or 4 o'clock shadow, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Back him up just a little bit, Armando. He focused real good right there. Oh, it's perfect right there. Yeah.
I used Archer decals for the eyes, and I painted the head with the hair with some black and some umber to give it a brownish look. So the head's ready. It just needs to be attached to the body. The pants are the next thing I worked on. I painted the shoes yesterday, a combination of black with a little brown on top. And for the pants, I mixed a burgundy. I took some Spies red. I added a little blue and then some black to darken it. I appreciated the pants, and then I painted them with the burgundy. I thought the color pretty much comes close to what he has on a screen.
Yeah, looking good.
The belt is black. And now I'm working on the shirt, which is probably most challenging part. The bottom's supposed to be like a blue jean blue. I used Tamiya field blue, which I like for simulating blue jean type colors. And now I'm masking the stripe that he has here. I'm trying to come up with some sort of a dark salmon color, which is basically what he's got here. And then I'm going to try and duplicate the cross pattern on it by maybe painting some white or black straight lines on it. I'm still sort of figuring it out. The tie is going to be the most challenging because it's got several different colors and it's all in squares. So still got a ways to go. But, well, maybe I'll finish. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Here's the trench coat. I appreciated it. It's ready to go as soon as I choose a color for it.
And you had to do a lot of cleaning up on that, right?
Oh, yeah. This whole thing was fluted with a sheet of vinyl. I had to cut it all out and then grind down the sides so it wouldn't look too bad. These vinyl kits are pretty typical in that you have to do a lot of work on them at first, but once you do, you can heat them up and shape them any way you want. So comes out pretty good. Oh, also the gun. I painted the gun.
Looking good, yeah.
Back
it up just a little bit, Armando. It's focusing right a little bit farther back, I think. Yeah, it's still a little bit blurry. Maybe if you put your back it up a little bit more and put your hand underneath of it or something.
It's my new camera. It tends to.
I think it's just too close. There it goes. Wow, it's got two triggers on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Its main gun had 2 triggers on it. I painted the handle with flat brown, and I used some chrome silver on the bottom here, and then the rest is gunmetal. All of it Tamiya, paintbrushed, not airbrush. So.
Right. Yeah, that looks good. That's actually made out of some kind of metal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cheap cast iron type thing. It's easily bent, so I have to be careful with it. But it'll look good. It'll do the job. Once I get it on here, it's supposed to go on his right hand like that.
That's cool. Very nice. Well, maybe in a little bit, once we get to our kind of going on our bench work here, and you're mixing up those colors that you were talking about, maybe you can explain a little bit about that, what you're trying for colors and how you mix them and everything, because I know a lot of people are interested in learning how to mix their own colors and what you start with and everything. So maybe you can mention that here in a little bit.
Sure thing.
Okay. Well, thanks for that update, Armando. Looking forward to watching that work the rest of the night here. I'm going to move next to Dennis Statler. How you doing tonight, Dennis?
Pretty good, Boyd. Hi, guys. What I'm working on here now is a Batmobile from the '66 TV series. Pretty much building it right out of the way it's supposed to be out of the box, and following along with the painting guide and everything. I'm putting my own touches here and there on it with some of the levers and where the gauges are supposed to be going in it. You can see, I don't know if you can see too well the way I have it here.
Oh, yeah. Looking good, though. Got the whole engine and everything in there. Now, which kit is that, Dennis?
This is the Porter Lights.
And that is the 1/24 scale?
Yeah, 1/25th scale, yeah.
1/25th, okay.
One thing you got to remember, if you don't want to drop it, knock off the air breather here, so I got to glue that back on. But I'm doing pretty good. I guess I'm starting to work on the chassis now, or the body. Getting everything pretty much taken care of on this. I just got done putting the headlights in it, so it's doing pretty. I think it's going along pretty good. It's an easy model to put together. So.
Very nice. Yeah, we hate to disappoint some of the hardcore Batman fans out there, but yes, the Batmobile didn't actually have a turbine engine in it. It had a Ford, some kind of big Ford V8. I'm not sure what size it was, but you get that actual detail in the model kit, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was built off of a Lincoln concept car, wasn't it? Originally, a Lincoln Futura or something like that.
Yes, it was.
That George Barris started with. Yeah. All right. Well, it's looking good, Dennis. We'll look forward to seeing you working on that this evening. We're going to move on over now to Jim Clark. I want to mention, too, these guys here tonight. Jim, do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. I don't post a lot to it, but I do have a YouTube channel.
Okay, yeah, make sure you mention your YouTube channel, guys. These guys are regular model builders, and you can stop by their YouTube channel and see what they're working on. Armando's is DLC Model Builders, and you've got Dennis there, who's Federation Shipyard. And Jim, what's yours called?
Mine's Jim Clark.
Just Jim Clark, okay. And then you've got Tag, who's on with us, is Tagamo Model Works. So check out their YouTube channels, guys. They're always got some cool stuff going on. Go ahead, Jim.
All right, so what I was working on was the Ford Crown Victoria police car. So what I did is I built it as a police car for my local police department, which is Chicago, Illinois. And I deployed it. So this is kind of where I'm at right now.
Wow, awesome. Lighting and all. Very nice. All in 48 hours. Good job.
It's a pretty simple kit. I mean, there's not a lot of detail to it. There's no engine. There's no trans. So it wasn't, you didn't have to build a lot of extra stuff. So it's mostly interior work and then the lighting. Now, I did run into a problem because it's a 48-hour build. I don't know if you could see this or not. I used CA glue to try and speed up some of the drying time, and I kind of melted the rear window and part of the deck lid. So zip kicker and CA glue and clear parts, not a good idea. I did build my own board. So what I did is I bought these boards a while back off of eBay. They're already pre-done. I don't know how well that's showing up.
Right.
But all you have to do is put your own, parts on it, and what it uses is a 555 timer and then a 4017 timer chip for the sequential part of it. And it's really simple once you get it together. And I think I picked these things up for $10 for 12 of them. So
wow, that's not bad. Yeah.
If you add your own variable resistors in, I use them for my starships. I use them for just about anything that I need blinking lights for, because you could set the time rate for the blinking lights. Now, when I did my 1350 Enterprise, I did not use it. I did use it for the blinking lights part, but it does not do anything for the ramp up for the deflector dish. So my deflector dish just goes from yellow to blue with no lag time in it. But I think it turned out well. But the 48-hour build, it went well. I'm waiting for a few stuff to dry. I did not go to Hobby Lobby yesterday, so my base, I don't know if anyone could notice, is just a piece of styrofoam insulation dyed black.
Yeah, whatever works, right? Yeah.
I mean, it turned out good for a short-term solution, so that's what I got.
Very nice, Jim. Well, thanks for participating, like I said, and great job on that in 48 hours. That's awesome. So hopefully it'll inspire some of the modelers that are out there watching. And we'll be doing many of these 48-hour group builds in the future. This is just one. I didn't mention at the very top, guys. This was our subject for this one was anything from police or fire and rescue. So if you stop and think about it, you have a wide subject, as far as police. Like, for example, Armando there, he's doing Deckard, who was sort of a police guy from Blade Runner. But then you have Batman, who qualifies as that. You'd have RoboCop. I mean, there's a lot of. You don't want to think of just a plain black and white police car as being limited to that. Even though that's what Jim built, and I'm doing a police car actually too, kind of a police car. But anyway, so yeah, just keep an open mind about that. But we're seeing some really interesting stuff over on the Google page. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, stop over there and check that out. Okay, next we've got Tag with Tagamo Model Works. How you doing tonight, Tag, and what you working on?
What's that? Where's my camera? Oh, it's right here.
Oh yeah, Judge Dredd.
Yep.
Looking good too.
Yeah, right now I'm working on the gold, and what I've done, found a good solution for gold. Obviously, the base needs to be black. That's what makes gold and silver shine.
Right.
So let me click my camera so I can see better instead of this little thingy here. So where am I? Here we go.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Vallejo. It's their liquid gold.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a liquid silver. Okay, I put that on, and then after it dries, then I take the model colored gold and thin it down and put it over top, and it winds up looking like gold.
Oh yeah, yeah, it looks really good. Real nice.
Everything else that I'm doing on him is all the airbrushing is done. Everything now is just going to be handwork.
Right. Now, which kit is this, and who makes it, Tag?
The company is MRC, Model Rectifier Corporation, which I'm sure they're not in business anymore. But that's what the kit looks like.
Awesome. And that's the Sylvester Stallone version of Judge Dredd, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst.
The law.
The law. I am the law.
I am the law. Yep, that's him.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, it's a lot of tedious handwork now. But it's coming along.
Looking good, buddy. Looking good. All right, I guess it's my turn. Well, let's see. I've got on the bench, guys, I've got my, this is the kit that I'm working on. This is the 124 scale classic monogram kit. This kit's probably been around for, I don't know, I guess over 40 years, because I know I built it when I was like 12 years old, and I'm an old guy now. And it's a fun little kit. As I started working on it here, I remembered some of the issues that this kit had. We had the slicks in the back here were basically two-piece. You know, you got to glue the two halves of the actual tire together. So what I did to take care of that was I glued it together, and then I sanded it really good with some 180 grit sandpaper to give it that scuffed look that, you know, drag slicks have on a race car. And then I dull coated the whole thing, and I took and sprayed the surface of it here. These particular ones have a low spot on the bottom where it sits flat, where you're supposed to kind of see the wrinkled sidewalls there. But I took I did a really light dusting of gray, like a medium to dark gray on the top where the, you know, the tread would normally be, to give it, you know, how slicks look like that. They get that kind of white or dark gray kind of powdery look on the surface. So I got the seams on that pretty well hidden. And then I took dull coat and dulled down the rims quite a bit. You know, they come molded in, you know, really bright color, and I think these look more realistic, like being magnesium or whatever. On the front ones, I did the classic kind of torque thrust look, you know, with the kind of medium gray spokes and the, you know, kind of satin aluminum on the edge. The chassis, I'll show you that really quick. I've been working on that today. In the first part of the build, I start working on the, I get it to focus here. Come on, baby. Start off on the body because I want to give that plenty of drying time. I put a couple coats of clear on that, and I put all the decals and everything on. But so this morning I got up and started working on the chassis. I added a couple little details. I sanded off the chrome on the little tanks that are up here in the front. I think those are oil scavenging tanks. So I could hide the seams a little bit better. And then I repainted them in sort of a polished aluminum. And then I added some spark plug wires on the engine, just a few little things to make it pop a little bit more. Other than that, it's pretty much out of the box. And I have the bodies all ready to go here. The only thing I got to finish on that is put the police light bar on the top of it. I put a couple of coats of clear coat on this, put the decals down, and then one more clear coat. And got the glass and everything in there. The interior tub in it was painted with the Tuplicolor chrome finish, which gives more like a nice aluminum, bright aluminum look than it does chrome. But happy with how that turned out. I got the grill painted here. I did a little bit of a wash, and the grill's not really showing up good here, but on the picture, you'll see you got the bars in between the grills are highlighted a little bit, painted the back. So what I'm going to be working on the bench here tonight is just getting the chassis finished up and getting the body put on, and then finishing up with putting together the light bar. I thought about lighting this, but it's nice every once in a while to build a model without lighting it. I light almost everything I do, so I'm looking forward to actually not lighting this one. But so that's it for me. So we're just going to be going to work on the bench now, guys, and I guess updating you on what we're doing. We're watching the chat, so if anybody out there has any questions for any of us here about the kits or about what we're doing, and just fire away, guys, and we'll be happy to answer what we can. And hope you guys are enjoying the chat out there. And so that's about it, guys. Time to get to work. Fire away, guys. Enjoying the chat out there. About it, guys. Okay, time to get this thing setting on its wheels, I guess.
How to get a salmon color. Wait.
I'm sorry, what was that, Dennis?
Didn't say nothing.
Oh,
You're probably hearing me. I'm just belly aching over here.
okay.
Trying to figure out how best to achieve this color.
He said something about going salmon fishing.
Yeah.
Salmon fishing.
No, he's trying to get a salmon color.
Oh, yeah. My suggestion would be white with a couple of drops of pink, and then, or I mean, a couple of drops of red until you get a light pink color, then drop in 1 or 2 drops of black, and that should make sense.
Ah. Okay.
Very light on the black. You know, add the black and you know what I'm saying? Really black.
Do like 1 drop at a time.
Or it'll turn into mud.
White.
Yeah. When you're not sure, definitely just do 1 drop at a time. 1 drop of black at a time. And mix.
So, okay. Let's see.
Want to say hello to everybody out there that's in the chat. Well, shout outs to CT Commando, Leona Timber Company, Jason Matthews, Chris Cortell's on with us. How you doing,
Hey, Chris?
Good to see you're hanging in there, buddy. Got John Paul. We got Kenny with Sci Fantasy. Red Shirt Forever. DJC. Got Omar. Omar did a cool classic Batman helicopter build for the 48-hour build. That looks like it's turning out pretty nice. Eric Hawkins. Eric, I want to say thank you for those tools that you sent me this week. They will come in handy for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to thank you for mine in advance.
We've got Mike Mitchell, Ken Zimmerman, Mark Shue, Dadnator24. Anybody that's out there that's watching right now, guys, that's working on their 48-hour build and you want to join the Hangout, just put it in the chat here and I'll send you the link. You'll have to contact me by email, but notify me on here and I'll check my email and I'll reply to you if you're out there. Anybody that's out there that's watching right now, guys, that's working on the 48-hour build, this thing will be running until we either get burned out or we hit 11:59 p.m. Central Time, whichever happens first.
Where is that?
Hey, one of you guys has your YouTube not muted, so we're getting some feedback, at least on my end.
I'm not muted. Can you guys hear me?
I'm not getting any feedback here. It's good for me. I hear like a TV in the background or something. That's all I hear.
Oh, so I could hear the YouTube feed running in the background.
I'm not getting any feedback here. It's good for me. Yeah, somebody's got their YouTube turned up or something. It's coming back from somewhere. I hear it very faintly. Yeah, somebody's got their turned up or something. Right now, what I'm doing, in case anybody is wondering, is I'm just scraping the chrome off the edge of the wheels so my glue sticks good. You always got to clear off. For those of you who are new to model building, whenever you have these plated parts, you want to make sure that you scraping the chrome off the wheels. Get rid of that. Get rid of that chrome on the edges so your glue will stick good. Doesn't like to stick to that plating too well. All right. Got some intricate little suspension steering pieces that need to go on this. That's probably going to be the most challenging part of what's left on this model. And maybe that light, hopefully that light bar on the top's not too big of a deal. I haven't checked. Is our sound coming through good for everybody out there? I can hear all you guys pretty good.
I can hear you just fine.
Good.
Yeah, the lag time's a little annoying, but not much you can do about it.
I haven't checked. Is our sound for everybody out there? I can hear all you guys. Yeah. Flying time. Some interesting little slicks on this.
No, that didn't work out.
Looking on your color?
No, it's not. Just 2 drops of black, and it turned into a I don't know, like a beige. That's not right.
Those colors will make salmon. You might have to.
Well, maybe it's not so much a salmon that I'm seeing on this picture as more of a, I don't know, like a coral. That
Okay.
sort of funky orange. That's sort of more a salmony colored orange.
Colors will make salmon.
That's what I see. I don't.
Well, maybe it's not so much salmon that I'm seeing on this picture. I don't know, like
Some pictures it actually looks like a plain orange. Maybe I could just go with that.
salmon colored Mark Shue says his build didn't come out too good, but the bacon he cooked came out really good.
Ooh, bacon. Everybody loves bacon.
Well, let's just go with it and see what it looks like.
Getting some suggestions from some folks out there on that paint. And, talking about food, making everybody hungry.
Yeah, I haven't even had dinner yet.
I barbecued some chicken just before the show kicked off. So I'm good to go. I may pop up and get a couple pieces of cold stuff here while we're going. So I hope people out there are already thinking about their Halloween build. Should be pretty fun this year. Got some new kits that came out that look like they'd be good for Halloween builds. So I hope people out there are already thinking about their Halloween build. So far, so good on the wheels. Looks like you get a lot of chrome parts on this kit that are go to another model. There's going to be a lot of chrome parts left over. Always use those in the old stash box.
Not too bad. Actually, pretty close. So many little nuances on this, on the coloring on this kit. There's little patterns and squares and stuff.
On the shirt.
Well, that's the problem with this whole outfit. There's a whole bunch of textures. pants, shirt,
Yeah.
jacket. I think the jacket's the only thing that's actually a solid color.
And the pants. But everything else, it's just little stripes and squares and stuff.
Well, it's not how fast you model, it's how well you model fast.
Something like that. Okay, let's see.
Not the time to get a clogged airbrush.
Something like that.
That's not good.
Okay, now we've got a bunch of really tiny, intricate front suspension parts, like little steering arms and stuff that if you're not really careful getting them off of the sprue, they break like twigs. We'll see you next time, Kenneth. See you next time, Kenneth. That police car looks cool with the lights going there, Jim.
Thanks. I was trying to adjust the blink rate, but like I said, I think I have it. I think I should have wired it to a different output to get more of a wigwag effect. More like a chase effect, which is not what I was looking for.
Looks pretty good to me.
Thank you. I think before I do the final post, I'm going to go up under there and wire it up to a different one of the other outputs to see if I can get the chase effect back, or get rid of the chase effect and go back to the wigwag effect. Yeah, there's 4 hours to go. There's time.
That's right.
Alright. Now, I believe I see like a whitish pink color. Could just be my imagination, but we'll see.
So, you history buffs out there, were you guys? I thought that was interesting that they just found the USS Indianapolis after all these years. That's a model ship that I'd actually like to build.
The lost ship or something?
The Indianapolis was the ship that delivered the atomic bomb in World War II. It's the ship that Quint talks about in the movie Jaws. That little speech where he talks about the sharks, you know, and the pretty famous ship. Been lost. It was sunk by a Japanese submarine, and they never knew where it went down at. But Paul Allen's research group found it.
It's cool.
It's
I knew they would.
in amazingly good condition too, as far as doesn't have a lot of corrosion on it.
Well, I definitely didn't think I'd be painting a man's cod piece when I got up this morning.
So far, so good on the suspension parts.
Me too.
As fragile as they are.
So I think this is more support than suspension.
Yeah, Leona Timber Company. I've seen that Academy 1/350 scale Indianapolis model. That's a really nice kit. I think that's going to be in my future at some point when I get around to doing another ship model. I really enjoy building those ships.
Interest of time, since we are pressed for time, I'm going to have to make these patterns a lot more simplistic.
Yeah. Yeah, T Commando, I'm looking forward to the next Blade Runner movie for sure. The trailers look awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next Blade Runner movie. Yeah.
It's hard to see. The cod piece is painted. Even though the lighting is hard to see.
Ah, yeah.
Dark red, I guess. All right, we'll go with that.
You can go with this, so you can go with that. You can go with this, so you can go with that. I'll just turn it inside out.
Match, mix and match.
Come on, Ricky.
Good reference pictures. Well, the screen captures are so dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dark movie.
Looking good, Tag.
Well, thanks. I showered just for this occasion. Oh, you mean the model?
Yeah, the model's looking good too.
One of these 48-hour builds, I'm gonna pick a simple kit.
You said that last time.
I know. I said that the last 3 times. Still haven't done it.
You're up for the challenge.
Oh, Jerry? I thought I picked a simple kit and it kicked my butt.
Yeah.
Same here.
That's why I keep voting for the 72-hour.
Me too.
Yeah.
Where's your fighting spirit?
Oh, I'm fighting. Fighting to keep from cussing.
Yes, this is a family show.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do
We're
with,
not family, but we're a family.
I think a lot of it has to do with the age of the kit. These are all old kits. Like I said, this kit doesn't have any register pins. It's all just halves. So you got to start on one end, get the halves matched up, and glue, and then kind of move down the line.
Jim Clark says he is going to be in Orlando first week of October for any modelers that are around that area. He's offering to buy lunch.
Well, in that case,
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that.
Well, you did now.
I guess so.
Let's see, some more people. Shout outs here. Jason Matthews. Let's see. Who else is in here? You guys are just chatting away there. That's cool. Daniel Jumper, Lord of Midgets. Lord of Midgets, if you go over to our Model Shop community page on Google. I'll be posting some stuff on there this week about the Halloween group build. You'll be able to find out all the information you'll need there. Daniel Jumper, good to see you, Daniel. We're doing fine. We're just sorry if we're not talking too much, guys. You know how that goes. You're building something. Barrett 13, nice to see you with us tonight. Clint Llewellyn, Outsider 238. Barry Steinbridge, Leona Timber Company. I don't know if I'm seeing the whole question there from somebody said, what do I recommend for a car kit? Well, pick one that you like. They're all about the same, really. Depends on how much detail you want. You know, like Jim was saying here earlier, the police car that he built is what we call in the hobby a curbside kit, which means the hood doesn't open and there's no engine in it. So, oh, it's T Commando asked that question. So yeah, if you're looking at model car kits, you want to make sure that if you want to build the engine and everything, that it's not a curbside kit. Somebody out here quoting the you've seen Jaws too many times.
That could never happen.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's true. It's one of those movies that you never get tired of watching.
Classic. Will never be one like it.
Okay, I'll show you my screen for just a second here, everybody. Here is the finished up front suspension. I did a little focus. I know it's on autofocus. It should focus. I don't know why it doesn't want to. There you go. There it is. Now you can see the front suspension on this. I did a little wash on the coils here, bring out that detail a little bit, and all the little foam steering pieces are on there now. So now it's time to put the wheels on it, I think. Get it off the ground. Now it's time to put the wheels on it. Get it off the ground.
I think I'm going to call this one done.
Call it done?
Yep, I think I'm done.
Awesome. Let's have a look. Where'd you go here? All done?
Yep, I think I'm done.
Awesome. Let's have a look. I think you're holding it up above the camera. Can't see it there, Jim.
How's it? There we go.
There you go. Looking good. I like it. Very nice. A lot of work done there in 48 hours.
I'll put some close-ups on the Google Plus page later on tonight.
Okay. Sounds good. Very nice. A lot of work done there. 48 hours.
I'll put some close-ups on the Google Plus page later on tonight.
Okay. Sounds good. Nice lights. That really added something to it, Jim. Very cool. Nice lights. That really added something to it, Jim. Very cool. Need to get my ceramic tile. I like to have a really perfectly flat surface when I do the wheels on these cars, so they don't wind up drying. How do we say in the Midwest? Kitty wampus?
Yeah.
Tile, I like
Or Katie Wampus, I've heard.
kitty wampus, kitty wampus.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. Let this dry for a little bit here, then it'll be on to the light bar on the top. It's not quite late. It's kind of weird.
Here's a recent build I did that I haven't posted on YouTube or the Hangout or anywhere else.
Ah, the
K7 space station.
Yeah, that looks cool. Nice.
I got this off of eBay in a junk sale. It didn't. I had to make my own decals. Didn't have any decals
Ah,
or directions. Built it myself.
looks great. Yeah, that looks cool. Classic K7.
Did the shuttle bay. Used I used a little bit of cardstock and just kind of finished it out. I don't know if I could get that focused or not.
Oh, you've got K7 to infinity in the background.
Yeah. Kind of cool.
To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, I use this setup for work a lot. So I have a 42-inch monitor down here.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
I like that old kit. It's not perfectly accurate, but it's pretty close. It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much out of box, except for I build the station or the shuttle bay. Here's my own little custom base here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Kind of shot like a little nebula effect. I still have the little tiny Enterprise that goes with it. I wasn't sure how to hang that off the side.
Yeah, I remember getting that kit back in the 70s. We thought that little tiny Enterprise that it came with was super cool.
The bit around where the posts go in was a little wonky, so that took a lot of seam filling to get that done. But outside of that, it was a pretty easy kit. The hardest part was, building masks to mask off the windows. I used I kept doing screenshots of the original POS show to see if I can get the window shots accurate.
Right?
There's a lot of variations with this where they use like a lot of metalized or polarized makeup here, but really the actual prop was basically just great.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I went with. Instead of trying to, you know, pretty it up or anything.
Oh, it turned out really good. What color have you got? It's sort of a gray. It's kind of hard to
Kind of
tell.
like a dark gray, pretty much. I mixed it myself, so I don't know exactly how it, but it's almost more like a dark gray.
Yeah, it looks good. It's just right to me. What color have you got? It's a gray. It's kind of hard to tell.
What else?
All right, time for the first test fitting of the body here.
And then I recently completed this 1/350 vertebrae.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Love that Klingon emblem.
Yeah, that was fun. I don't know if you can see the engine effect in the back. I used like a really fast flashing.
Yeah, that gives it a nice pulsing effect. That looks cool. Yeah, that's nice. Love that Klingon emblem. Nice.
I thought it turned out reasonably well. My like second or third attempt at weathering, so I didn't weather it real heavy, but just did enough to bring the panel lines out.
Yeah, no, that looks nice. Nice.
I thought it turned out reasonably well.
I've got one of those in my stash too. I've been eyeballing it for a while. Yeah, no, that looks nice. Thinking about maybe doing the landed version of it.
Yeah, I played with both. Kind of like the warrior version, getting ready to fire.
Yeah, yeah, it's got an awesome profile. Yeah. Well, maybe doing the landed version of it. Yeah, yeah, it's got an awesome profile. Well, we still got a few people hanging in there. Let's see if we got any more.
They're not bored of us yet?
Not yet. Still got a few people hanging in there. See if we got any more. Outsider 238 says, Jim, that's another masterpiece. Looks amazing.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Not yet. Jordy Modeler had to leave us. It's getting late for some of the people overseas. Clint, I'm working on the pop out. It's a old monogram Punisher kit. Police, we had to do something that was police or fire and rescue subject time around. All right, time to test fit the body. First time. See if that works out.
Well, I sort of used some artistic license and I've painted this in assorted colors.
Let me get a look at it there, buddy. Hang on a second. Where are you? There you are. Were you showing that? Oh, are we looking at the shirt?
Yeah, the shirt. I'm still not finished with it. But.
Oh yeah, I see the pattern on the. Getting too close there though. Back her up a little bit. Yeah, there it's focusing. Yeah, I can see the pattern on the tie. You got a stripe up on the. Yeah, I guess they dress pretty wild in the future, huh?
Yeah, he had different colorations. That red might be a little too red, but at this point, I think I'm just going to leave it like that.
Looks good.
I'll do the knot, and then I'm going to do the shirt.
Very nice. Okay, I can report that the body fits on this thing pretty good. No problems there. So I think I can move on to the light bar next.
Now, Boyd, I'm going to have to call it a night because my computer battery's down to 7%.
Okay, Dennis. Well, thanks for joining us. And I'll be looking forward to seeing your finale pictures.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good to see you,
His
Dennis.
battery went kaput right as he was saying that. He froze up. Caught it just in time. Well, anyways, Dennis, if you can hear us, thanks for joining us, and looking forward to seeing what you got. All right. He's still there, but I think he's locked up. We're still going there, okay? Everybody, I see everybody else is moving, so I think we're all right.
Yeah.
So just to break it up a little, I also did this TOS shuttle recently. Had to make my own decals because I bought one of those, bargain kits off of eBay with no decals in it. So this is what I came up with. Did a little bit of lighting on it. Just did the interior. It's straight out of the box. Nothing exciting.
Still looks good. I really like those old classic AMT kits.
Couldn't put the rear strut on because of the base I built. I made the base too short, so.
Oh, it's in flight.
Oh, it's in flight, exactly.
Yeah, that strut's supposed to. If you watch the original series special effects, when they show it flying in space, you can still see the strut. But when they did the CGI, when it lifts up off the hangar deck and starts leaving, you see it retract and go up inside.
Right.
Which makes more sense.
Yeah, you can't really see too much on the interior. That's why I didn't go to buy the photo etch or anything. I thought, unless you open the side of it up or,
Right.
something where you could, let somebody look inside, there's not much sense in going through all that extra money.
Yeah, I still like those old classic kits. They're bring back a lot of memories.
Yeah, I mean, the details missing on the top here where it curves over.
Well, they do make that conversion kit for that Larson.
Right, right.
It's a lot of work, though. And you still have to modify the roof. You have to chop the roof and drop it down. It's supposed to slope a little bit towards the back. But, yeah, that's cool. It's cool right out of the box, too. It's just a classic.
Most people outside of us wouldn't even notice it,
Right, yeah.
I built that kit as a kid.
Oh, yeah, God, I built several of them.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I didn't glue the top half on, so I could just take it off and on anytime I wanted to.
Yeah, show the interior.
Yeah.
That was one of the first kits I built on my YouTube channel when I was learning how to do lighting. I put one LED in it and lit up the interior, and I was so proud of it. Got to start somewhere.
That's right.
We tell people. Start simple and work your way. Oh. Okay, so far so good.
Well, I gotta say, a shout out to you, Boyd. You're the one that got me back into modeling.
Well, good. I'm always glad to hear that. That's the main reason I start out doing the YouTube videos. I came back to the hobby after being away from it for many years, and I'm glad to see other people getting back in it too.
Didn't once offer to help pay either.
Or just start even if you're just starting out for the first time, discover it's just amazing. I talk about it all the time. Modern, what we're in right now, it's really a golden age of modeling, and then having the internet to go along with it, where you can communicate with other people. That's something we never had when we were kids, or back in the day. And just being able to find advice and news about new kits and new products and everything right at your fingertips all the time. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I got back into the modeling when you did your 1400 clear Enterprise D.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I went out and bought one, followed along, and built one, and had a total disaster, and bought another one, and finished that one, and then just went on from there.
That's great to hear.
I really appreciate what you've done and what you bring to the community and bringing everybody together. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great bunch of people. I'm really amazed and impressed every time I go on the forums on that. There's so many nice people in there that are not critical of other people's work, and they're supportive of what everybody's doing and sharing, like I said, sharing tips and tricks, and not only that, but the inspiration. I mean, even like when we do one of these group builds or the Halloween build or whatever we do, sometimes you'll have several people building the same kit, but you'll see so many, with people's imagination, so many different takes on it, and it just wakes you up to what you can do the next time on something. You know, it's inspiring. So it's really cool. And
no, it's great, and you know, I really thank you for hosting the channel, and you know, all the guys in this group are fantastic. You know, everybody's helpful to everybody else, and you know, it's hooked us up with, you know, people overseas, and it's just great.
Yeah, it's really, like I said, it's amazing that we have this capability nowadays to instantly, you know, talk to people from on the other side of the planet that are interested in the same thing that we are. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah, you know, the other thing is you know, you've taken this and built it into a business, and you know, you're supporting your family by building models. This is awesome.
Yeah, there's more and more people out there that are giving that a go too, and it's really good to see that. It's I mean, to be able to take a hobby like that and turn it into something, you know, and yeah, it's really cool. There's just, like I said, it's just a golden age of modeling right now. I mean, there's literally just about a model kit for anything you can think of anymore. You know, if you're thinking of an old show or a, you know, something you used to watch as a kid or a particular subject, chances are if you look around hard enough, you can find a model kit of it. And that didn't used to be that way.
Now, it's just sad though how many model shops are no longer in business. It's like everything's online now. You know, your local store, like a lot of you guys have a local store, and I'm like, I am so jealous because, you know, for me, I have to travel, you know, 25, 30 miles to get to a hobby shop. You know, if I'm not buying online, it's like it's an excursion.
Right. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's not just the model shops that are suffering that. It's all the brick and mortar stores are having a hard time staying open against Amazon and eBay, and I mean, it's, you know, it's getting tough for all of them. It's not just model shops. But yeah, I know what you mean. I feel really lucky. I've got a hobby town and a Hobby Lobby and a couple of mom and pop shops just up the street from me here. Not too far at all. And
yeah, the Hobby Lobby not too far from me, but you know, Hobby Lobby by me is, you know, like it has like a half an aisle, you know, for modeling. But you know, there used to be an awesome hobby store in Elmhurst, Illinois, which is not that far from where I work, and they were in business for like, you know, 50 years, and they finally, you know, just had to bag it in, and you know, but they hosted, you know, model shows, and they had all kinds of, you know, people on hand. They had a whole section just for the modeling community, and then they just couldn't stay in business.
yeah, that's too bad. I hate to hear that. Well, I'm glad to hear that too, James Kirk. Thanks for the comment. I really appreciate that. That's what it's all about. Okay, time to paint my detail on my little parachute packs on the back. Let me hold this up for you guys here. Show what I'm getting done here. Here's the an easy, good place to grab it. Now I've got the headers put on. Wheels are on it.
Cool.
I drilled out the tips of the headers, if you can see that in the shot there, so they look a little bit more realistic.
Is that
Pretty good.
you got zip ties? Yeah. Can I get a couple? Yeah, they're out in the garage. It's a big old container of them. All right.
Oh,
Thank you.
now it's I'm gonna paint my parachute packs and get those glued onto the back. I test fitted the body. The body fits on the car really good. It sits really good. And then I'm going to build the light bar on the top for my little police lights. And that will be a wrap, folks, for mine. We're pretty close to the end here, maybe about another hour or so. I think I'll leave these on the sprue while I paint them. Get my paint thinned down a little bit here.
Well, did what I could. Last but
You
not
know,
least,
Stacy, I agree. You can get some good deals on eBay, but you have to be really, really watchful. You know, the deals on eBay is offset by the shipping cost. That's the big thing is you have to watch the shipping cost.
Yeah, you always have to check that when you see a low buy it now price or something. There's sometimes they stack it on the backside and charge you $20 for shipping on it. Something that should only cost a couple dollars to ship. Got to watch that.
Sorry. Well, that costs money. Man, one of the oldest jokes in the world.
All right, I got my paint ready to go here. Time to paint some miniature parachute packs.
Parachute. You don't need no stinking parachute.
Yep, dragsters don't like to slow down very well.
Here's a little shot of my Voyager that I did about, I don't know, about 5-6 months ago.
Oh yeah, nice. Is that the Revell?
Yes.
Oh yeah, very nice. Did you do all the photo etch and everything?
Did the photo etch. I did the Outer Space Outfitters. I left the photo etch raw. I kind of liked it where, you know, the raw, you know, brass looked more like a, a transport emitter than just
Fucking shit.
so.
Sorry.
Yeah, that looks good. Yep, that's
Did kind of a custom base for it.
I have that same kit. It's another one I've been wanting to get to. I've never built the Voyager. The only Voyager I have is I have the Bondi one, and I modified the lighting on it, but it was already pre-painted.
well, I got everything assembled except the coat. And that's my last step, painting the coat. Needs the,
Nice. Let's check it out. Wow, looking good. Yeah, he's nice and pale like he's supposed to be too.
yeah, well, you know, there's not much sun in that world, so
No, it rains all the time. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's looking really good. Like the shading on the pants and everything.
Yeah, I did a lot of appreciating. So now I'll just choose. I think I have a brown I've chosen that's going to be pretty close. So
Cool.
do that and put it on and call him a wrap.
Nice, nice. You gonna put him on any kind of special base or anything, or just does he come with one?
No, he doesn't come with any base. I guess I'll take one of the small square one. I got to get one over at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. The ones I have right now are too big.
Ah, okay.
But something like this right here.
Right. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, try and get something like that.
Nice job.
Yeah, and fun. Had to improvise a little bit, but that's the nature of the hobby.
Right.
It had its shortcomings, but all in all, it was all right.
I'll show this to you guys really quick. For those of you out there who may not tried this before, this is the game color. I don't know what it is with these damn web cameras. They just do not like to focus up close, do they?
No, they don't.
There it came in. Game color wash in black, and it's a pre-mixed formula, so it's pretty thin. And now what I'm going to do is, you can see I have my parachute packs here. They have these little wrinkle details and stuff on there, so I'm going to put a little wash on those, and that'll bring that out. A lot of you guys are already maybe familiar with that, but for those of you new to the hobby, you just put it on a brush. I'm going to make a little puddle right here on my cardboard. Dip my brush in it and just put it directly on there. Now, it may look a little thick or a little dark to begin with, but when you get used to working with this stuff, it kind of fades away as it dries, so don't worry about getting it on thick at first. If you think it's obviously too thick, just take a little, dab your brush in a little bit of water and hit it with that, and that'll break it down a little bit. But it really adds some nice detail on your models. And I mean, you can do this on, like, a lot of guys use this for, like, you know, airplanes and stuff like that, where you want to bring out those panel lines and all that. And they make it in all kinds of different colors. I also have some for doing figures, and I really like this stuff. This is the it's called Lovato Kame or whatever. Don't ask me how to pronounce that, but it's sort of a crimson color, and it works fantastic for. I just put it straight on a face, like on a figure that I just did, and let it soak in, and then wipe off the excess. And it highlights, like, around the lips and the cheekbones and around the eyes and everything. It looks really fantastic. Makes you look like a professional figure painter when you're really not. Good stuff. Okay, I'll show you these. How good you can see it there, but the parachute packs all of a sudden look a lot more realistic with that wash on there. Ready to go.
Yeah.
Brought out all that little wrinkle detail in there.
God, I have to paint the hands.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot the hands are
He has
attached.
no hands.
He's got no hands.
How's he supposed to shoot?
He's really pale.
That's right. Oh, but the coat is perfect, man. Brown is perfect. Check it out.
Yeah, that looks like it. Whoop, I lost you there. Got a lock on you here. Yeah, great. Yeah, I can see the shading underneath of it already. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. Can't wait to see that new movie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me three.
Yeah, I got some shading on there that's going on. That's really bringing out the folds and stuff.
Yeah, Outsider, this
Nice.
wash is pretty much available anywhere. It's some really good stuff. I really like it. Simple to use, and it's water-based. Okay. I'm going to go get a drink refreshment. I'll be right back. If these guys do anything crazy when I'm gone, I'm sorry. I have no control over it.
We'll keep them under control.
Sucks. You
There's
directing
some
up towards
buttons
me.
on this jacket too. I could probably paint those individually. Bring them out. Yeah, he's got them painted on the pictures. Sort of look like a really dark. Shirts kind of the same color. Yeah. Lots of touch-up work.
My lights.
Okay. Tag's got his little modeling assistant there. That's, what's his name, Tag?
Simon.
Simon?
Yeah.
Cool.
Otherwise known as Fatso.
He's buffing it out for you already.
Yeah, they actually hate it when I work on models.
Yeah, my dogs hate it too. When the attention's not on them.
Yeah, they don't understand. It's like, man, you don't get to go sleep all day and then come in and all of a sudden I gotta stop doing what I'm doing.
Simon says.
Got one empty sprue, that's good. Down to the nitty gritty here. Time to do the old light bar thing. I don't have any fingerprints trapped underneath of it. Boy, one thing about shiny black is you touch it one time and you can see it.
Yeah. And eventually the cats get fed up with me and they just go eat.
Time to move on, huh?
Yep. You're not gonna pay any attention to me, I'm just gonna go eat.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Still got we got 51 people still in the chat. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. Hope you're enjoying it.
Damn, I guess we're more entertaining than we thought.
It's definitely not based on our looks.
Who'd have thought 50 people would watch paint dry?
Yeah.
Okay, another little mini update for you folks. Here's the parachutes on the back. That done. Now it's the last step for me, the light bar. Hopefully that goes all right. We'll see you, Leona. Okay. The body back on it.
I'm decapitating him. That's not good.
What? Well, you are a doctor. I trust you.
I can reimplant the head. That's not a problem.
I can sew it back on.
A child could do it.
Exactly.
Ah, Ah, yes, that's much better, Doctor.
Yes. If you'll finish reconnecting my...
I can't tell. I can't believe I'm letting a Vulcan tell me how to operate.
I guess it was the incipient doctor in me that found the fact that he was replacing a brain fascinating, but the episode in of itself is not very good.
No, all I know, when I was a kid, I wanted a remote control Spock, though. Imagine taking him to school. Anybody messes with you? Death pinch time.
Yep.
That's right.
Fucking neck pinch.
Oh, come on, man. What is it with his head? It's not sticking.
Okay.
Let's see, Hagel, I've noticed after a while, it doesn't dry as quickly.
The what
You
now?
guys know, CA glue, as it ages, it doesn't dry as quickly. Have you guys noticed that?
Man, I go through so much of that stuff, it doesn't have a chance to get old. But yeah, maybe. Could be something to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't use it that often.
I do. I'm gluing down all that wiring inside those models. That's. I'd rather use CA than hot glue because it's so much faster to work with. I can just put little dabs and hit it with kicker right away and not have to wait for the hot glue to cure up. And it works pretty good. But yeah, I go through a lot of CA glue that way. All right. A few parts and pieces.
Little details here and there. Always some stuff that needs to get done. Just when you think you're finished.
Here's what he's looking like so far.
Let me get switched over to your tag.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah, very cool, man.
I like that gold thing on his right shoulder there.
And the lower chin and mouth looks just like Sylvester Stallone, too.
Yeah, they did a good job on it. It comes with two heads. You can do it without the helmet on there also. But the visor shield still has a little gray part at the bottom since it's not clear. So, and of course the gun and the gloves, and there's still a lot of detail to go. But
yeah,
he's
Looks great.
he's getting there.
Yep, it sure is.
Good, man.
Yeah, what I do, a little tip I would suggest everybody get some sort of, it doesn't have to be Prismacolor, it can be Micron, but a little set of fine tip pins. They're ink, so once they dry, they won't run.
Right.
So what I did is I took the smallest one, which is, what is it? It's a 0.5, and I drew inside his helmet there for the shield first to give myself a line, and then went in with the paintbrush.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you can get a much cleaner line.
Right.
Good tip.
Good thinking.
Good Lord.
Man, there's more pieces on this light bar than there is on the whole chassis, it seems like. Wow.
A little shout out to Ralph from TOS. Kind of controls. This is my robot from Lost in Space.
That looks great. Yep, Ralph makes a nice lighting kit for that one.
Yeah, this is one of the few lighting kits that I bought, and man, it was awesome.
Yep, you got the lit up brain, you got the voice functions, you got everything you need. Yeah, we used to dream about having something like that when we were kids.
Right. I say that at work a lot. I am programmed for more important work.
That's the most iconic one right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
classic.
Danger Will Robinson. Told you never to call me.
This was another model I did based on your build, Boyd. I saw your build. I went, I think I can repeat that. I can do that. And it was a challenge, but it turned out great.
Yeah, that is such a nice model kit too. It's so detailed and really accurate too. Yep, doesn't get any better than that. Need to build a, see if you could find a 1/6 scale or whatever scale the robot is, I can't remember, of Dr. Smith and have it standing next to it and have him with a soundboard. You bobble-headed booby.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
He could argue back and forth. What is it? What did the robot do? And Dr. Smith, he'd go, when he got tired of Dr. Smith. Silence before I pull your power pack, you bobble-headed booby.
Yeah, parents always wonder, where do you kids come up with this stuff? The TV shows we watch.
I'll tell you what, Jonathan Harris was very underrated. He made Lost in Space. And without that, without him and that stuff they had with him and the robot, it would have been not nearly as good.
It would have been way too hokey, and people would have tuned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have the comic relief.
Jonathan Harris played the voice of in the classic Battlestar Galactica television show, if you pay attention to it, that guy that's the second in command, Cylon, the one that has the multicolored lights in his head and he always talks to the Imperial leader or whatever his name. He's like a little weasel. He's always, oh, by your command,
Yeah.
whatever.
You're right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was Jonathan Harris that did that voice.
No shit. Really. Nope.
I
Sorry.
did not know that.
Yeah, next time you see it, listen a little closer and you go, yep, that's him.
Okay.
He was always threatening what's his name? The actor was John Caligulos, but what was his name? He was the traitor.
Yeah.
I can't believe I can't remember his name. He was the human that was working for the Cylons.
Right. Yeah, I can't remember his name to save my life either.
Baltar.
Baltar.
Yeah. Let's see what time we got here. 9:38. Still got a little over an hour and a half to go. I think I'm going to make it. How about you guys?
I think so. I got to paint the two hands and then touch up some of the buttons on his jacket with a different shade of brown, and I think that'll be it.
Outsider 238 says he actually gets inside a full-size robot replica in April every year for the Starfest convention. And he's also in the B9 Builders Club, and we showcase our robots at the show. That's really cool, Outsider. Do they have a Robbie there, too? Got to have Robbie. I remember the classic episode of Lost in Space where Robbie showed up, and he tried to take away the robot's job. Remember, the robot pouted and went off in the desert. And
Right, yeah, that was cool.
The Robinsons don't need me anymore.
Yeah, when I built my robot, it was kind of funny. I was looking for a color to paint him, and I actually used the same color that my F-150's painted in.
Oh yeah, that little kind of aluminum silver. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, that looks. I will paint it that color. It looked great.
Yeah.
Getting all those SMDs up into the head there was, oh my gosh, that was just crazy.
Yeah. I remember that. They have that new replacement dome out there you can buy all by itself to, I thought about it, but I was like, man, I'd have to tear apart all that wiring I did and everything. There's no way. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, me too. Same thing. I'm like, no, I'm done. This one was crazy enough. No.
Bringing all them SMDs up in there and everything.
Well, fortunately, I haven't built it yet, so.
Yeah, they have a new dome that eliminates the seams on the. But what I did on mine is I polished the edges really good with some really fine polishing, or emery cloth first and then polishing compound. And after I glued it together, I put some Future on it. And you can barely see the seam. I mean, it's barely visible, so it doesn't look that bad just the way it is.
Yeah, I didn't do that to mine. I just did it pretty much out of box. But
it still looks good. I mean, it fits real good. It's a well-designed kit. It's really good quality. I really like almost anything that. I've never had any trouble with anything from Mobius. They make good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't glue the main body part to the middle part together. I just kind of fit it together. That way, if I ever had a problem with the electronics or the wiring, it would be easy to pop apart. For the most part, LEDs are pretty much foolproof, but electronics can't fail. Usually in my models, I don't put electronics inside the model. I know you do, but in this case, I left it so I can pop it apart, if there was a problem with the board, I could pop it out.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of different lighting kits available for that out there from different people that do different things. They're all nice.
I just found the tenant controls kit was totally seamless. It was easy to use. You know, Ralph's a great guy, so you know, any problems, he emails you right away. You know, so like anything I do in my business is it's all about customer service. So I will pay a little bit more to get better customer service.
Oh, no question about it. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah, and Ralph is really good about that.
Yeah, same with Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry at HD Model Works. Yep, same thing.
Yeah, Jerry's awesome too. So
People ask me that all the time. You know, like I know I'm sponsored by him and everything. They say, you know, why don't you use different people and everything? Because I can't find anybody better.
Yep. Get it quick.
well, it's not even quick. You know, you save a couple of dollars, but you have a problem. Nobody calls you back. Nobody emails you back. You know, you email Jerry, bam, the next minute you got an email back. You email Ralph, you got an email back. So, you know, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, well, it's not just that, but I mean, comparing prices. When I go look around at lighting kits and stuff like that, Ralph's not any higher price than most of the other people that are out there. I mean, talking about prices, and Jerry's definitely his prices on LEDs and everything else are definitely as cheap as anybody else. Like, you get some great deals over there. Well, yeah, I don't find them to be even that much more expensive than anybody else. I mean, those lighting kit companies out there, there's a lot of them that are even, you know, more expensive than Ralph.
Now, if I'm going to buy a lighting kit, I will buy it from Ralph.
Yeah.
If I can't build it myself, I'm buying it from Ralph. If I need power supplies, I'm buying it from Jerry because you can't get them cheaper anywhere else.
Yeah, that's a subject I've been asked about too. Is that, you know, always talking about Ralph or whatever, and you know, people can definitely build their own lighting systems. You've got that modern technology out there now, you know, with like Arduino and all that, those boards you can program. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But some people don't have the time or the inclination to want to deal with that. And so if you're looking for a turnkey, something, you know, that you can just get going on, you don't have to worry about any of that, then yeah, I mean, it's good to have that. It's good to have those choices. So, yeah. I'm all about more than less, you know. The more people, more choices, more options you have, better. Getting back to model kits again. I'm really hoping that Mobius gets more Star Trek licensing. I think they'd put out some really nice Star Trek kits if they had an opportunity, like especially on some of the classic series stuff. And we'll see how that works out. We were just talking about that the other night, you know, with the fact that it doesn't sound like there's going to be another Star Trek movie anytime soon. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not they move forward with any new kits beyond that Franklin kit that they're coming out with. Because they only have the license for the Kelvin timeline models. I think the fans are anxiously awaiting Discovery to see if it's going to be any good or not. I know I've read some negative things about it, but I'm definitely willing to give it a chance. Being a Star Trek fan, I mean, I hope it succeeds. I mean, you don't want to see Star Trek fail. At the same time, I don't want them to go too far away from what we are used to seeing as Star Trek either. So I don't know. It's a tough situation that they're in. Hopefully, it's good. We're gonna find out pretty soon.
I might have to jump off, Boyd. I got a work thing I got to do.
Okay, Tag. I'll be checking out your finale pictures, brother.
Take it
All
easy,
right, man.
Cool stuff.
Yep. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, glad to have you on, man. Good job. Figure looks awesome.
Yep. Good job, you guys too. Now we're looking forward to Halloween.
That's right. Yep, coming up shortly.
All right. Bye, guys.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one of the year. Everybody really gets into that one. Speaking of Star Trek, I've got a really cool another Star Trek TOS subject I'm going to be starting on my YouTube channel pretty soon. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Another kit.
Well, it's a kit. It's not a standard model per se. Armando, I think you already know what it is. I think I told you what it was the other night, but
Oh, okay.
it's big. That's all I can tell you. It's big. Should be pretty cool. It'll be a lot of work, but it'll be cool when it's done.
I think I've done just about everything I can to make this look good.
All right, one almost completed light bar.
Okay. Gonna glue the gun on, and I think I'm gonna call this puppy done.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
I gotta coat it with some. Maybe I should do that before I glue the gun. Give it a coat of some matte.
Matte clear.
Yeah. I don't think it should be that shiny. Kind of like the way it looks right now. And the coat could go either way, but in the movie, it's actually more of a suede coat than anything else. So
Kind of hard to tell. It was wet all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
All the time.
Let's see. No, tester's dull coat should do it.
Good old dull coat.
Wait for it to dry before I do the feet. He's not a very well balanced kit. He's not going to stand up. I'm going to have to glue him down to a base or something.
Yeah. These guys are proving to be kind of a challenge. Yeah. Took a little doing, but we got that.
I'm going to let it dry for a few minutes before I glue the gun on.
Later, Commando. Still got 47 people in there. And Jacob Janosek is out of here too. Nice to have you on with us tonight, Jacob. We'll see you next time.
Had a good turnout.
Oh, I got Chris. We got Chris, Space Pirates Hobbies. Nice to see you, Chris.
Ah, I haven't seen Chris in a while.
Yeah. And Michael Mitchell says he's waiting for the Orville to come on the air. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too. Gonna be a little friendly competition between the Orville and Discovery, I think. Yeah, Lucifer. Lucifer was the guy's name on Battlestar Galactica that Jonathan Harris did the voice for. Lucifer. He was the little Weasley guy. The little weird blinking lights in his head. Chris Farrell's checking in. Nice to see you, Chris. See some more shout outs here. Dan Harris is out there. Daniel Jumper still on with us. EJC 2.0, Outsider 238, Eric Hawkins. Oh, he had to leave earlier. Ryan Knowles. Red Shoot Forever, Barry Steinlich. Modeler X. Captain Tambo. Timothy Auger. Slappy Milk Toast. My favorite handle. I don't know where he came up with that name, but it's catchy. Omar had to check out earlier. Yeah, like I said, thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. We're winding down towards the end here, getting pretty close. All right, need to break out the Tamiya clear red. Make sure I don't have any fingerprints on the roof underneath of my light bar because I'm not going to get them off there once it's glued on. All right. All right, doing good.
Pardon me, guys. I'm making something to eat. I haven't had any dinner.
Ah, no problem. Yeah,
So,
going for a while here.
yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just warming something up in the microwave.
Switch up on the chrome pieces here.
All right, I'm back.
We're still here.
Yep. Okay.
All is well.
Warmed up some of my wife's homemade lasagna.
Oh man, that sounds good. Now you're making me hungry.
I was getting hungry, man, working on this and hadn't had any dinner yet.
Yeah. Almost done. I just gotta glue my little bubbles on the top here and glue the light bar down. I'm done, guys.
Yeah, all I got left to do is glue the gun on. I'm just waiting for the dull coat to dry so I can do that. How much time we got left?
About exactly 2 hours.
Huh.
Hour and 59 minutes. Well, no, an hour and 50 minutes. I show 10:09 here.
Hell, I think I should start another kit.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it knowing you, man. You'd knock those figure kits out like nothing. All right.
Looks like his hand is dry. Let me see if I can move the gun on. Oh yeah, he's looking cool. I'm liking it.
Well, that's good. It's important to like it. Okay.
Well, here he is.
Let's see.
I'm calling him done.
Wow. Let me get on you here. Wow, that came out great, man.
Thank
Real
you.
nice.
Yeah, I kind of like the way he looks.
Yeah. Yeah, that shirt came together really nice with the jacket and everything.
Yeah, yeah. I tried to make it look funky like it looks in the movie, you know, with
Yeah.
the colors.
It does too.
Excellent. I just got to find a little base someplace and stand them up. Add them in my collection.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thanks for inviting me on the build.
Oh yeah, man. The more the merrier. Like I said, hopefully after seeing this, we'll get more people next time. It seems to be last year we got like the Halloween build we got twice as many people as we had the year before, so hopefully it grows again this year too.
Yeah.
Okay, how far back is that light bar? Right in the middle. Right.
I was thinking for the next 48-hour build, maybe the Star Wars theme. I got a couple of really cool Star Wars kits that I could probably build in 48 hours.
Yeah, that's an idea that we're kicking around for the next one. Got all those cool.
The new Star Wars movie's coming out. That's why, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of those really cool little Bondi kits that are easy to build. You know, all those Star Wars
Sure.
figures and ships.
They've got several dozens now. I mean.
All right, time to glue the light bar on and call this one done too. We finished up about at the same time here, bud.
All right. Is Jim still on?
I think so. Unless
Jim is just kind of still. Like
he froze up. He might have froze up. That happens.
Hey, thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dad, Nader. Everybody, thank you. Appreciate that. Kind of came together nicely after all. I didn't think it would, but. Oh, Redshirt, you got to watch that movie, man. It's a classic. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, Blade Runner?
Yeah, he says it's. He's going to have to check out the movie. He's never seen it in its entirety. Man,
Yeah, it is a classic.
I personally think it's a masterpiece. It's, cinematography on it is incredible.
Oh, I agree, yeah. Well, it's rated as one of the best sci-fi movies of all time for a reason.
Yep.
It's that good.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it, buddy.
Sure, I got this.
Thanks, Cal. Yeah, if I can find an Edward James Olmos, I'd love to do it, Barry. You know of any kids? He's a great character in that movie.
Oh, they don't make a figure of him? I'm surprised at that. I mean, he's one of the main...
I haven't seen one, but I guess I haven't really looked.
He's one of the main characters in the movie. All right, let me get set up here, and I will show you my final reveal as well. We're finishing right at good time here.
All right.
Another one in the books.
Sweet.
And it turned out a lot better than it did when I built it as a kid.
Huh. I bet.
Yeah, I don't even think I bothered painting that one back then.
I didn't pay most of my kids either when I was a kid.
Paint was a luxury back then.
Yeah. Oh, is Edward James Olmos in the new movie also? Michael Mitchell saying.
They got a cameo for him in there? That would be sweet.
Michael Mitchell says he returns. I haven't seen him in any of the trailers, but. I had my reservations about that orange, but it actually looks pretty spot on.
Oh, yeah, it looks really good. I like it. I like it a lot.
And looking at it now from 1 or 2 feet away, it looks like him.
Sure does.
All right, Michael, that's good to hear. He's old now. I wonder how he'll look in the movie.
Okay, let's see if I can rig up a camera view here that'll look decent.
Well, he's older and thicker. Mike Escarola says he'd be lucky to just get the model parts out of the box in the first 48 hours. Oh, come on, Michael. I'm sure you'd be happy with that.
Yeah, you could do it, Mike.
Oh, Michael Myers kid. Yeah, there should be some out there. You do see? That'll be a cool one for Halloween.
All right, let's see if I got a decent camera view for y'all or not here.
Yeah. Jim. Jim.
What?
You were supposed to.
Oh, sorry.
All right, there's the cop out.
All right.
Let's have a beer.
Love that rotating base with a checkerboard.
Got a couple of
No.
fingerprints on there on that black. Boy, I tell you, that stuff is hard to keep it looking good.
Is that the base you're used for, or is that just a display base you have for cars?
Yeah, it's just a spinning
Right.
like cars.
Pretty cool. Love the fire thing on the side there.
Yeah, and then you got the ability to here comes with this little nifty little.
Where you at?
In there. There you go. Got the now you can show the whole chassis and everything, the engine. There is the cop out.
All right. Love it.
Okay, folks. Well, I think that's about all we got for you tonight. It's starting to get pretty late. Appreciate you guys hanging in there. I'm sure we're all going to be posting pictures of our builds on the page. So hopefully next time we do one, probably it's going to be sometime after Halloween, obviously. But we'll probably do another 48-hour build. We'll get together and talk about what the subject matter is going to be. These are always fun. And like I said, don't worry, all you guys out there that didn't get time to finish your kits. I know it's tough to do in a weekend. It's just participating is a lot of fun, and so thanks for you guys hanging in there with us tonight. I know it ran kind of long, but that was the idea, to do something a little bit different this time and do kind of a live on the bench thing and show everybody finishing everything up. Appreciate everybody that joined us tonight. So we're going to wrap this thing up, guys. We'll see you next week for the regular TrekWorks show. I'm going to talk about the Halloween group build. As I said at the top of this, we're going to let everybody get started earlier this year. So we're looking at the second week of September. So that's only, what, about 2 weeks away. Well, no, 3 weeks away. So it's going to be coming up pretty fast. I've already got my my kit picked out. And just want to say a shout out to everybody again. Armando and Peg, thanks for joining us tonight. Great job on your kits.
My
Jim,
pleasure.
Dennis, thanks for joining us on the Hangout. So you guys take care out there. And happy modeling, and we'll see you guys next week.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody.